Hello, and welcome to Steve's Backyard Bonsai. This is 3 cuttings off of one of our house plants. Actually, one is a cutting of a cutting. They've been rooting in this pot for a little while. I'm positive that they're rooted, and I'm positive that they're healthy. What I'm not positive about is what should I do with them. I've seen nice jade bonsai. They're usually pretty massive and have a pretty massive trunk, and that's probably why I think they're nice. These are just too rubbery for my taste. I think of a tree as a strong monolith, can withstand hurricane force winds sometimes. Sometimes they bend to the wind. These would just break off or fall over and break into pieces and plant themselves in little crevices. I don't know. Convince me otherwise, please. I'm going to try and do something with these in this pot, just the way they are. I don't have any intention of transplanting them. I just want them to take off and be something I want to do something with. All right, I think I have it aligned so that you're looking at what could be a good front. It's slightly off. This would be 90 degrees to the camera now, or parallel with the camera, I'm sorry. And this, I have 2 pieces of wire here that if you align with that back trunk, kind of is a pretty nice center. And the reason for it is this bends up this way. This bends up this way. So I might want to keep that as a frame for this back tree. What gets in the way of that is this branch. This is just needing to be cut down, and I don't know, there's a ring here. What do you do when there's a ring on your jade plant? What does this mean? How close to that can I get? Is it just going to die back to there and eventually fall off? If that's the case, I'm just going to shorten it. I think I remember hearing that somewhere. So if I take, let me look at this from my side. If I take this off, it does mirror that nicely. So let me start with that. What tool should I use? I probably could use a scissors because it's so soft. Oh yeah. My wife said she wants the cuttings, so I'll hold on to those. Let me see if I can clean that up a little bit, and then we'll see if it did what I was hoping it would do. Okay. Yes, that looks better. So, with having cut that, okay, approximately there. Okay, so it frames the back tree like I hoped it would. This is growing up kind of toward the front. So if I can just kind of train it away from blocking the view, and by, I don't know if by cutting off a leaf I'm doing that. Probably not. I would have to cut off 2 leaves in order to do that. And that's what I'm going to do. This is an experiment. I paid no money for this plant. So I feel I can experiment away. All right, so this has a branch behind it that almost looks like a fourth tree. If I wanted this to do anything, I would want it to grow out in these two directions. I don't see buds, but I am going to cut it right there. Leave a little for dieback. And I would like the plant to produce energy growing leaves here, growing branches here. So I'm going to take out this one. It's gone. Another interesting thing is that this plant comes back on itself right here, and this one comes back on itself. So in terms of framing that back tree, I've got a pretty nice frame starting. So it comes back on itself with two branches. I have to look at this. This bottom one is the one that matters, with this being the front. So I'm going to cut it back to there. So just serendipitously, this and this now look approximately the same height. And that's without doing anything to this tree. It has started to, it ramified, but way up here. That's unfortunate. I'm going to live with that because I don't think I want to cut this one anymore. But this one matches it now a little bit better. This leaf looks sickly. I'm going to cut it off. And I'm changing my mind about this little branch right here. Taking it off completely. So that removed all the lower branches here, all the lower leaves here. Do I like that? I don't know, but since I did that there, I'm going to do it here as well. Yeah, I'm going to remove this leaf. That makes that look pretty bare. So moving on to this little stub there, I'm going to take my little secateurs. And see if I can get a clean cut. Okay. And that can dry a little further down. And I guess this back branch here kind of fills in for the fact that this one has leaves down low. So I was going to strip the leaves down off of this one too. Maybe those, just these little bottom ones. And if you remember the premise of this, is I'm not even sure I like jades. But I have one. So Let's see if I can figure out what to do with it. With your help, of course. Probably going to want to remove this at some point, but not yet. Okay, the back tree. I'm taking off some bottom leaves just to try and make it a little more trunk and a little less houseplant. The bottom section has that crackliness on it, you know, kind of quasi bark. Is that how high I want to go? This comes forward, but it's the rear plant, so I'm okay with that. I'd like to encourage its growth up a little higher in the canopy. I'm going to take this leaf off. I think that's all I have to do there. What about the overall height? All right, I've got a division here, bar branch division. Am I upset with the bar branch division? No, but I think I don't want this branch. Did I make a mistake? No. All right, this will grow up and fill this area here. I'll make sure it does. What do I want these guys to do? You know, I got a little bud right there. And a very nascent bud here. I'm taking these two leaves off also. If there's a bud there, maybe this will stimulate it to make a branch. And a branch down there would be better than a leaf. So what do I do up here? What do I do up here? Here's a question. Should I fertilize? I've never fertilized this. I have my standard mix, which is a little of everything. I went a little nuts on the fir bark here in this one, meaning I didn't take out the large pieces. Doesn't seem to matter. The plant's doing great. I'm not going to mess with the soil mix. But should I fertilize this? Please leave me a comment to that effect. What your opinion is on that. All right. So I would like branches to grow this way. And this, I want this to grow up here. So I'm cutting this off there. And I would like branches to grow this way here, so I'm going to cut this off right there. I may have made a mistake. Do forgive me. It's only a mistake if nothing grows there. But here's my dilemma. It doesn't appear that cutting off a leaf is what would stimulate a branch, because here a branch comes out and the leaf is still there. So what stimulates a branch to grow? I think I've removed some weight. I think this leaf kind of crowds that view. I can see through everything else pretty much. So the only question I'm putting out there is whether to fertilize. It bothers me that I didn't take anything off the height here and anything off the height here. This will continue to grow here, and it'll catch up with that, but I'm not retarding this growth in any way. What else bothers me? I can't say it bothers me because the condition exists in a number of different places. But the fact that this leaf is in front of this one, that leaf seems to want to crowd it out. Now I've got an airy view through there. And I've got that same situation here, but it's this leaf, not the one behind it. So could I quit now and be happy with this planting? Is this sturdy enough so it doesn't fall over? I don't have to stake it again. Well, I certainly went to town on this jade. I'm strangely happy with it. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this is a pretty nice outcome. And if I could find out from all of you whether or not I should be fertilizing this and what type of fertilizer, I don't know if it could look any healthier, but that's what I need to know. What is the care and feeding all about with a jade? So I'll do my own research, but I want to hear what you all have to say as well. All right. Thank you once again. I'm Steve, and thanks for keeping me company in my backyard.